weeks where I won't respond to anybody's messages, and then there are days where I'll answer everyone's message. It's just like, it's all or nothing. I'm not answering one person's message. I am not answering anybody's messages. And then there are days where I'm answering literally everyone at once and talking to everybody at once. It's like I have to dedicate one day, like a month, to answer everyone's messages and communicate with people or whatever. But I want that to be more frequently, okay? That's a big goal for me, and it's become very overwhelming to even think about answering people's text messages. I don't know why. I'm feeling a little weird right now, okay? In all aspects of my life, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should not have that thing blinking in the background. Oh my god, is it moving to my voice? It is! Oh, I don't like that. How do I change that? I want to explain what this symbol means to you guys first, but I just need to turn that off because I'm gonna get so distracted by that moving to my voice or whatever. So, hi guys. Why did I jump back like that? Hi guys, welcome to Unhinged O'Clock. All these lights are blinding me and I am just all scrambled up and all over the place in my head again, like I usually am when I do this. You know, all day I've been telling myself, hey, I'm gonna do a video today and it's gonna be different from every other video that I've posted so far on this channel. And you know, like now that I'm sitting here, I'm starting to feel like it's gonna be just like all the other ones because I'm just, I don't know, whatever. First and foremost, please ignore the constellations on my face. I know that there's 20 pounds of makeup on top of my face right now, but my face is breaking out. There's probably like 10 giant pimples and I'm sorry in advance. Please ignore it and focus on what I'm talking about today, okay? I just want to jump right into this today because I am just feeling all sorts of things right now and I just want to be honest with you guys. I don't know. I'm extremely overwhelmed and stressed and all sorts of things, and I have been for the past couple weeks. And I'm gonna like tell you like literally everything about it, okay? At least that's what I'm hoping to do. So please buckle your seatbelts and take a seat and do your chores or listen to this in the background of whatever you're doing, because I guess I'll tell you guys everything about my life that happened in 2024. Not really, as much as I can without telling you guys too much about personal stuff, okay? I don't know where I was planning on starting that, but yeah. So I just wanted to point out the elephant in the room here, and it's not Garfield. And it's that I have a brand new background, kind of, sort of. I have filmed a bunch of videos in the recent times, and I keep telling myself I'm going to post one of them, but I haven't even edited any of them, which is partially a big reason about why I'm overwhelmed right now. But yeah, I've been working on fixing up my apartment, I guess, in the past couple weeks. I've been doing a lot of hard labor and my body is in pain, okay? This is one of the things that I've done. I put up these lights that I've had in storage for the past 3 years, and they are actually wonderful. I love them so much, guys. This is not what this episode is about, but I just wanted to tell you guys really quick what that symbol means, okay? So actually I don't want to talk about that anymore. Let's just say that it's two like Viking symbols put together into one. So I created my own symbol, guys, out of two pretty meaningful like Viking symbols, I guess, or whatever. Basically what one of them means is like a new beginning or whatever, and then one of them it represents like inner strength, okay? Those are the gists of it. But I really need to look at something like this every day in my life. Because I need motivation, because I'm quite frankly not finding that within myself anymore as much, so. Okay, so let me just back it up here. This channel, it is very in its prime early stages, okay? But I have actually been working on this channel for a year now. It will be exactly a year on January 30th, I guess. But it has been in the works for a year now. I filmed a lot last year, almost 100 videos, and that brings me to why I'm overwhelmed right now, which is the fact that I've only posted maybe, I don't know, 10 videos on this channel or something like that. And it's getting to a point where there's just so many videos that I have filmed that it's become extremely overwhelming for me to even choose which ones to post, or like it's too much editing, and I'm just like, do I just scrap this video? And like I'm just having a really hard time with letting go of some of the videos that I've filmed. I'm like fighting these inner battles within myself about this channel like every single day, and it's like really bothering me, and I just want to be open with you guys about why it's really hard for me to post as often and frequently as I was when I first started posting or whatever. It's because I had a lot of videos already backlogged before I even launched the channel or whatever. Now I'm at a point where I actually have to edit in real time in order to get the videos out, and I'm having a really difficult time doing that, especially after all the holidays and New Year's or whatever. I've been like not even really working on any projects. All I've been doing is really like rearranging my furniture and stuff, so which is kind of therapeutic, to be honest, but that's not the point. The point is that I'm struggling a lot with putting out content quick here, and I think that's probably going to be a struggle of mine until somebody edits my videos for me. Okay? Editing is like literally an art, okay? Yeah, it's an art form, okay? And I'm not an artist most of the time. I think I'm probably an artist maybe 70% of my life, or 70? That's a little bit too much. 60% of the time I'm an artist, I guess. So there are days where I just don't feel like I have creativity in me, or I just feel burnt out or whatever, and it's really hard to maintain a channel when you're feeling like burnt out and not creative or whatever. It's just, this has been really hard. I have all these ideas, I have all the videos, I'm having a hard time being quick about it, I guess, or whatever. And I feel like that's because of how much I've been editing the videos, which brings me back to when I first started the channel, or first had the idea for it. My first initial idea for this channel was for it to be a podcast. It's supposed to just be me like talking or whatever, okay? Yeah, I always wanted to start a YouTube channel like ever since I was younger, and I just was way too not confident for most of my life, so that's why it took a very long time for me to even try it. But let's just say that last year I had a like full-blown manic episode that lasted a couple months, okay? And I was going through a lot. I was having an existential crisis about like literally everything, and I was rediscovering myself in a way, and just going through a lot in my relationship at the time, and trying to figure out what I really wanted in life and what I wanted to do moving forward, and just really questioning like really difficult things that were happening in my life at the time, and just it was just all hitting me and all happening at once. And I guess it like sent me into this downward spiral that turned into this like manic episode, and I just started ranting on my like Instagram stories. And I don't really have many followers, okay guys? I have like 700 followers. 200 of them are probably like real, well, let's say that again. I have 700 something followers on Instagram, okay? And I know for a fact that there's 200 real people that actually watch things on my Instagram. Those people are pretty loyal, I'd say. And I started ranting on my stories. This is how this all started, okay guys? I started ranting on my stories, and I was getting a lot of like really good feedback from that. People were just like, I could listen to you talk all day. We even suggested to start a YouTube channel, which I was already thinking about. Just a lot of like really positive stuff. And I feel like that's what I needed to like push me to actually do this. So I spent like the entire year just recording and recording and recording, and then teaching myself how to edit, which was a whole thing in itself. And I was also going through other things in my life that were actually really serious, and that I probably should have figured out at the time. And I think that like everything that was going on in my life, my roommate moving out, all this like sad stuff, I think that recording for this channel and editing videos the entire year, it was like a sort of like the only thing that was keeping me sane, I guess, like throughout all these like hardships. It was like a way for me to just escape from all the, I don't know, existential burdens and thoughts that I was having all the time. I was just really questioning what I wanted in life, and where I want my life to go, and like what do I want in a relationship, and what do I want in a partner? Do I want like do I want to be in a monogamous relationship for the rest of my life? Do I just all these things that I was really truly questioning and really confused about. And that's what I was really going through last year. Kind of like forced me, pushed me into creating this channel or whatever. But anyways, that's a tangent. The point of the story is that this was originally a podcast. I wanted it to be a podcast, okay? Mainly because like I know that I could just talk and talk and talk, whatever. talk to myself, I guess. I don't know. But really it was because I knew that once I started editing things, there would be no end to it. I'm a perfectionist. I know I am. You know, nothing's perfect, okay? I know that, but like I try to get as close to it as possible with everything that I do, and it's very difficult to live that way, to be honest. Perfectionism is not fun. To me, it's, well, I definitely have OCD too. It's like, I don't know if it's a branch of OCD or I don't know if it's a different type of OCD or whatever, but it just feels like OCD where you just feel like you need to do something over and over again. Even if it's good enough, it just needs to, it's never good enough. You know what I mean? And that's how I just felt, still how I still feel about everything that I've filmed and everything that I'm editing. It just seems like there's never an end to the editing. Like it could just go on forever and ever. There's so many things you can do editing wise that for me as a perfectionist with OCD, whatever, it's almost impossible to ever complete something. I'm honestly proud of myself for even being able to complete anything and being able to actually post anything on the channel. But I'm getting to a point where it's like, do I continue like posting all these old videos, or do I just scrap the entire year, or do I just post my favorite videos? I don't know what to do. But then like I just feel like there are videos where I'll reference other video, you know, like, I don't know what I'm saying right now, but I don't know. I'm just having a really hard time with deciding what to do with this channel. And it's overwhelming and it's making me kind of sad. I don't want to feel like my entire year was wasted doing everything I did for the channel and then not using any of it. I just want to be able to film something, edit it and post it within 1 week, maybe 2 weeks max. But I just keep filming and keep filming and keep filming, and then I just never end up knowing which video to put next or which video to edit or whatever. Like maybe this is my new year, new me video or whatever. I don't know. It is a new year, so maybe I'll just completely revamp this channel and start from scratch, and maybe eventually one day in the future I'll post old videos for you guys when I become famous or whatever. Yeah, the point of what I'm trying to say here is that I'm sorry for being inconsistent and not posting frequently and just taking a really long time. But I promise you guys, I have a lot coming and I'm not giving up on the channel or whatever, even though I don't really have many subscribers or anybody that really cares, I don't think. I don't know, like this is something I always wanted to do, whether my followers stay the same forever or whatever happens. I don't really care about that. I don't know. I feel like that if there's one person listening, that's good enough to for me. Or maybe, I mean, it'd be nice if there was at least two, but I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I just always wanted to talk about my deep inner thoughts, because I've always thought very philosophically and very deep. Always, like I don't really have very surface thoughts like, oh, what's the weather today? I don't know. I'm just always questioning everything all the time. I just feel like I have a lot to offer. I just feel like I haven't been able to get there yet because of how stressed and overwhelmed I am about this. I've just been like trying to rearrange the furniture in my house and like reorganize everything, and I just want to start from scratch because like I don't know. I just feel like once my roommate moved out, which was almost a year ago already, I just feel like I never really continued my life, I guess. I don't know. It's not that it's not like we broke up or ended on bad terms or whatever. Like she just moved out. For me, it was a big deal just because like I know myself and it's really hard for me to, I'm just really bad at socializing. I'm really bad at meeting up with people. I'm really bad at maintaining friendships. Just having my best friend in the same household as me, it just made it really easy for me to actually have one aspect of my life that it just has this social part to it or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying, but I just feel like that was my last thread that was keeping me connected to anybody, to be honest. It's very rare that I ever do anything socially, and I don't even try. I know I don't. I'm really bad at it, and when people try to reach out to me, I'm not good at that either. I feel so bad all the time, but I just don't know. I just feel like I don't even know how to meet up with people. Ever since COVID, I don't know what happened, but I just feel like there's never time. I don't know. Even on my days off, I'm like, I have so many things to do all the time, especially with all this now. It's just like all my free time goes to like recording videos or editing videos or doing something for the videos or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. It's like taking over my life, even though I have no followers. It's become a hobby that's like taking a lot out of me. I'm just like constantly overwhelmed, it feels like. I don't know, very lost right now. And I'm just very sad about it. Thank you guys for sticking around if you're still here or whatever. I promise you I'm not going anywhere, okay? I'm pretty set on doing this. I don't know. What do you guys think about me doing like a more podcast style video? Because that would be a lot easier for me to edit. I do love the edits that I do. I'm very proud of the outcomes of these videos when I edit them. But I don't know, it would just be a lot easier for me to dish out content if it's more of a relaxed vibe with less edits, you know, like more podcast style or whatever, okay? I don't know where it's going with any of this, to be honest, but like, Happy New Year, guys. There's so much I want to tell you guys, but I just don't know. I'm just starting to like be like, do I even talk about that? Because I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. Is this gonna be another one of those videos where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna post this one, and then I never do? I hope not. So part of me wants to just have another manic episode because I feel like that helped a lot, to be honest. Because like right now I feel like everything's like fine. Like I'm just kind of like overwhelmed with posting stuff on this channel, but I don't know. Being in a manic episode is very like, it brings out like some of the best qualities in me, to be honest. I'm more creative, I'm more talkative, I'm more social, I'm more funny. It's a lot of positives come out of me being manic, so if anyone wants to send me into a manic episode, it's very easy. So if you want to do that, please do. So I can be more creative. Thank you. And also, do you like me like lower on the ground like this? I'm almost on the ground, to be honest. But I just wanted you guys to see my lights and my pillows and my Garfield and stuff. So I don't know, maybe we're changing the view up here. Also, I'm getting a couch. So if you guys want to see that, I will insert a clip of that here. I just did the dishes for like the past 30 minutes, and while I was doing the dishes, I thought about a couple of other things that I just wanted to mention. So I'm not sure if the camera angle is in the same spot as it was before, but please ignore it. I did leave and I am back, okay? I just wanted to say that, what did I want to say? Basically, what was I going to say? I completely left my mind, of course. Oh, right. So sometimes when we're feeling like negative emotions, as I was or am, you know, like feeling overwhelmed and stressed out and feeling like you're letting people down and feeling just like everything needs to be perfect. And when you're feeling anything that's overwhelming or whatever, sometimes it feels like really hard when you feel like you're like experiencing that on your like by yourself. Everything always feels better when you feel like you're experiencing it and you're not the only one. You feel like there's somebody else going through the same things as you or whatever. And a big part of what I want this channel to be, or what my goal was to begin with, is that I just wanted to share my life and my experiences and everything that I've been through and things that I am going through now and whatever. Like I wanted to share all those things with you guys so that even if our situations aren't exactly the same, or if there are similarities in a situation that I've been through that you guys have been through, I just want people to feel as though that they're not the only ones like going through something, you know? Knowing that somebody else is going through something that you are going through really does help. I don't know why. I'm not really like an expert on anything, or I'm not an expert at all about anything, but something about like knowing that like your experience is not just happening to you, or it's like the world didn't do this to you or whatever. It's like, this is something that people go through, and this is something that everyone deals with. I know that not all you guys are starting YouTube channels or whatever. Maybe you never will. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you do want to. I don't know what your situation is, but maybe there's something that you guys have been through or are going through that is extremely stressful and overwhelming, and it's something that's consuming your mind, and like it makes you feel overwhelmed all the time. It keeps you up at night. It makes you sleep 1 hour a day. It makes you not eat. It makes you stuck in your head or whatever. Maybe you guys are going through something like that, and just hearing me going through it too can help you. I don't know. You know, I don't have much advice for you other than sometimes when we're feeling like our lowest lows, or sometimes when we're feeling like really stressed out and sad or depressed or whatever, like it feels like it's the end of the world in that moment. It feels like nobody cares. It feels like nothing matters. It feels like all your problems are just way too overwhelming. It just feels like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. For me, it's really hard to come out of that thought sometimes, like really hard, especially when I'm like really depressed or sad or whatever. Whenever I look back on those moments where I was feeling that way, I always like feel like almost grateful, because I feel like those like low lows make the high highs feel even better, if that makes any sense. Like it feels like if you didn't have like sad moments to like compare your good moments to, then the good moments wouldn't feel as good, I guess. I don't know. I also feel like even in the times when I am really sad and really depressed and this and that, I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but like I feel like I have this like coping mechanism or whatever, that when I get really sad and depressed, like I said earlier, like I become more funny, I become more creative, I become more social, I become all these things that I wish I could be all the time. But it only happens mainly when I'm like experiencing like a really strong sad emotion. Right? I look back on the times when I was really sad and overwhelmed and depressed, especially like at the beginning of the year last year, and I'm like, wow, I miss myself when I was going through all that. Like I miss myself, because there's a part of me that I just can't access when I'm just feeling like happy or normal or whatever, like, you know, like content. Whenever I'm feeling content, there's no urgency to be creative. I feel like there's more of an urgency when I'm feeling depressed. I don't know if that, like, this is advice. I don't know if anyone even ever feels this way. I don't know what I'm even saying, but it sounded important in my head when I was doing the dishes, okay? So if it's not a, you know what? I don't know if it makes sense. I hope it does, but we're just gonna skip over that. One more thing. I'm gonna read you guys my 2025 New Year's resolutions, okay? I don't normally do this, but I was up until like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning the other day, thinking about things that I want this year, or my goals or whatever, and I'm like, do I have goals? And then I just wrote this, okay? Ready, guys? 2025, can I expand this? I can. 2025 New Year's resolutions. Care more about butt workouts and less about biceps. I honestly forgot what was on this list, guys, so anyways, answer text messages. That's a big one. Okay, guys, that is a very big one. Any sort of messages, not even just text messages. I don't, there are weeks where I won't respond to anybody's messages. And then there are days where I'll answer everyone's message. It's just like, it's all or nothing. I'm not answering one person's message. I am not answering anybody's messages. And then there are days where I'm answering literally everyone at once and talking to everybody at once. It's like, I have to dedicate one day, like a month, to answer everyone's messages and communicate with people or whatever. But I want that to be more frequently. Okay. That's a big goal for me. And it's become very overwhelming to even think about answering people's text messages. I don't know why. I have problems. Number 3, go to sleep before 7 a.m. at least 4 times a week. Right now, I think I could do that about maybe 2 times a week, max. 2 times max, but 4 times is a goal. And then number 4 is start drinking again. And in parentheses, it says maybe, because I've had this love-hate relationship with drinking. I actually love drinking. I really do. But the older I've gotten, I'm not saying this right. The older I get, the less it feels good to drink, okay? I get really bad hangovers. I feel sick while I'm drinking sometimes. It doesn't feel good anymore. I don't know. So that's why it says maybe in parentheses, because I do like my personality better when I drink, but I just don't like the feeling of it anymore. I just can't. I stopped drinking just because I don't like the headaches. I don't like the way my body feels anymore, but I just do miss my personality drinking, okay? So anyways, number 5 is sell soul to the why can't I say this? Number 5 is sell soul to the Illuminati, in parentheses, if approached. So if anyone's in the Illuminati, there may or may not be a chance that I will sell my soul to you guys, okay? So, but only this year, guys. So if you try to approach me in 2026, it may not happen, okay? Anyways, number 6 is socialize. That's another big one that I guess ties together with answer text messages. But yeah, actually, I didn't even mention this, but this is a reason why I've been rearranging the house and revamping everything, because I want to invite people to my apartment. I never really invite anybody here. I never have. Maybe a couple times, but it's a really nice place, okay? I don't want you guys to see too much. Maybe I'll show you, I don't know. But it's a nice place and I never invite anybody here. So I'm trying to rearrange everything, and that's why I'm getting a couch and blah, 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 blah. So that maybe I can invite people over and socialize, okay? Because leaving my house sounds like a burden. And if I could just get people to come here, that would be a lot easier. Number 7. Only consume long form content. Okay, guys, that I could go into a whole tangent about that because short form content is ruining our brains. Okay, that's a topic for another day. So only consuming long form content. I want to change and rewire my brain so that I can actually have an attention span. Okay, I think I briefly talked about that in one of my earlier videos, but we're just gonna not talk too much about that because I could talk about that forever. Okay, and then number 8, this is the last one. Get a new brain. And then in parentheses, it says preferably one without anxiety. So there you go. Da, 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 da. Please ignore all the fingerprints. This is my New Year's resolutions. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast today. Yes, I'm going to call it a podcast today. It is no longer a vlog. And if you guys like this video like this, this could be a new thing for us, okay? This is, I like this better. I don't know about you. I hope you do. Goodbye again, and happy 2025. It's gonna be our year, like I said earlier. If you guys are overwhelmed or stressed or depressed or sad about anything right now, just remember, it's gonna be okay, okay? Go do something creative. Try at least, because you'll maybe thank yourself later and be like, wow, when I was depressed, I did this amazing creative thing. But if you don't want to do that, it's okay to just cry. Okay, good night. See you later. Bye. I love you.